Hello, welcome back everyone. Today we're taking a look at this Dino Mega playset that I got. It's a generic value generic toy. These arrive in discount stores during the holidays. This is a version that I've had for several years now, and I've always kind of wondered about its origin. I actually picked this up at a Goodwill a few years ago. And, I saw him, and he looks pretty neat. He's got a gun in his mouth and claws. But the thing that intrigued me the most about it was he has this opening cockpit that looks scaled for 3 3/4 inch figures. And as you know, I love my G.I. Joe figures, and I had to have them. I think I bought them for, $1 or $2 over at Goodwill. I was surprised to find out that he had articulated claws. And I think the jaw moves. He has moving legs that rotate. And I think his feet have some kind of articulation there. You can see he's cheaply made. And he came with some light and sound functions that worked when I got him.
Marked on target. Fire.
Well, yeah, he comes with those sounds. They worked when I got him, and they still work today. He's been on the shelf for most of the time after. And he came with some interesting decals. This says Unit B72. On the arm, it says X-Arm. On his leg, it says U.S. Army. Once again, B72. And then on the tail, this very interesting World Peace is our mission. Yep, that's one way to, solve world peace there, is to create a giant Godzilla-looking robotic mech with a laser coming out of its mouth. So, as fun as this toy is, and as much as I've loved having it on my shelf, I was pretty surprised today, or pleasantly surprised today, when I went into the local dollar or discount store, and I saw this. It's the toy. It's him. He's back. This is over at DD's Discounts. They're kind of owned by Ross. This says Authentic Heroes. There is a try me function, but upon closer inspection there, it looks like the batteries either fell out or were messed up somehow. This is obviously a different paint job than the one I have. And if you look on my Instagram, I took pictures. There was 4 of them there. 2 of them, like, their heads were damaged, most likely from shipping. It did come with this some sets of plastic playset pieces and this really bad looking guy here. It does include this picture of this cute kid here having a blast. It looked like it's his best friend, and a demonstration of the function there. So it's the Dino Mega playset, battery operated. Here it says battery operated, realistic light and sound, posable action figure. Has a nice picture. Our buddy there playing with his best pal. Same picture that was on the front, and the same graphics that were on there. It does say Ross Stores Inc. And that's all there is to it. I'm going to go ahead and unbox those and be right back. Okay, and we're back with the unpackaged new one that I purchased today. As you can see, his color scheme's a little different. There's a lot less paint apps on this one. He's still got the green base, but it's not that nice metallic sheen. There's a lack of details on the spines here. On the other one, they are painted. There's also some additional paint apps. The battery cover door, which was off while he was in the package, and the batteries were in the package, so we're going to get to hear his thing. But yeah, I suspected that it was a similar toy, but not the exact same one. But it appears to be the same toy. Same wrist and claw articulation. Same decals. You see the B-72, the X-Arm. This one just says military, so that is a difference because the other one said U.S. Army. And then once again, World Peace is also still their mission. But the label's a little different. We still got this wacky laser on the tail. The cockpit is the same. Same cheap construction, but you know, this one feels lighter. It feels like a lot lighter than the other one. And then I do apologize in advance. Just want to let you know the volume on this one, when I put the batteries in, is a lot louder. So we're going to go through its sounds, but beware. If you want to lower your volume right now, go ahead.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Jesus.
Don't move! Drop the gun!
So that top button does nothing. The second button does that stuff. Third button.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Oh, okay.
Fire! Don't
Oof.
move! Drop the gun!
Don't move, drop the gun.
Fire!
Okay, and then the
Fire!
fourth button does the same thing, so... Okay, sorry about that.
Don't move! Drop the gun!
That is a lot. Okay, so I'd say the the overall sound effects on the first one, or the older one, which there was no date information on there, is a lot better. So we're going to just set him here, and I'm sorry if I could get him to stand. He's also kind of top heavy, and he wants to fall over. Here is the figure that came with him. It is pretty horrible, as you can see. He has like a two-dimensional face. It's crushed in. There's some detailing and things like that on there. In a second, I'm going to see if it does fit in there. I do know that, you know, an old school O-ring G.I. Joe figure does fit in quite well. So here we have the two together. And let's just see if they could touch noses there and help each other stay up. And we'll talk about them for a second there. So you can see the differences, some additional paint apps there. The really nice metallic green. The detail on the little spikes and everything that are coming out. Also on the wrist here, the feet are gold, whereas that one has silver. You got a color variation here on the tail. It's half red. This is a much cheaper, I guess, a newer version of it. And it doesn't, for me, you know, work as well. But I'm really happy to have it in the collection, to have an accompanying piece for that original one, which, like I said, was ridiculous. There was also a third one. It's just completely silver. Just looks like plastic. It's a little shiny. It's not much different. The only difference I would say is, I didn't want to open up that one because there's really no difference to it, is I think this one came with like a scuba diver instead. And the accessories that it comes with are pretty useless. This looked like a cool bag of, you know, sandbags, but it's so thin, it really can't even stand up on its own. I thought maybe you could link the two together and make a cool sandbag, like wall out of them. Maybe a wall, but it doesn't look like these nubs or anything were part of the engineering. They're just things. They'd come with these cool little fence pieces that look like kind of barbed wire, but once again, they cannot stand on their own. Oh, they did, actually. Just made a liar out of me. There's this really strange device. I don't know what it does. Maybe I'll look at the box and see if it's on the... Might go on the mech, because then there's also this. This is a giant firing missile launcher, but this toy has no spring or launch mechanism built into it. It's completely absent. And in the package was instructions on how to do it. And that that missile launcher does fit in right here on his arm. And so that is one cool thing. There's an accessory that was missing. Let's go ahead and just take a look. I'm going to go ahead and pause it and put some guys in the cockpit so you can see how they look. All right, and we have our pilots in there. I did want to check just to make sure the one that came with the mech did fit inside it, so they at least got that right. He does fit snugly right inside there. And then in my original, I have a G.I. Joe O-ring figure. That's Buzzer from the Dreadnoks. He fits inside nicely. I don't think you could get a much bigger figure than a 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe in there, and other figures with different articulation may not fit, but he does fit well. And lastly, I just wanted to demonstrate, one of the cooler play features on this, which is its ability to grab things in those claws. So right here we have an old Leonard core figure, and we've got him picked up, and we're crushing him. So that's it for my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about the noise blowing your ears out, and you have a great day. We'll see you next time.